In today's video, I'm sharing two of my favorite ways that I mix beautiful complex grays. These are simple shortcuts that use just a few tubes of paint, but the results are so much richer and more interesting than you'd expect. Let's get to it. So I've already started here. I've put out some ultramarine blue and burnt umber. And first I'm going to mix a gorgeous dark by mixing these two colors together. So that is a gorgeous dark mixture. You can even make it a little darker. And you could substitute this for black because it is so dark and rich. And I'm just going to add some various amounts of white. And then I'm going to show you the extensive range of grays that you can make with this. Just by adding white to this, you can lighten it up and you'll get a whole range. I could keep going and just adding white and get more grays, but I want to show you the different variations I can make as well. So from that gorgeous mixture of the ultramarine blue and the burnt umber, we got this almost black, which leads to some beautiful grays. And you can change that by just adjusting the amount of the colors you add. So I'm going to mix another batch with the burnt umber and the ultramarine blue, but this time I'm going to add a little more blue. And then, oops, I want to see what that looks like without the white. There. So it's another gorgeous dark with more of the ultramarine added, so it appears more blue. And now I'm going to add white to this mixture. And again, now you see beautiful grays that are more blue than in the initial row that I did. So beautiful bluish grays. And similarly, if I make it the same mixture again, but I'm going to add a little more of the burnt umber instead of the blue. And now we get the same dark, the same rich dark, but with more of a slant to the brown. And add a little white to that. And then you get beautiful brownish grays. I really like doing this in my sketchbook. It's very soothing. I could spend hours doing this. A little more white. Get one more. Beautiful. Now, here's the initial black and white, the grays that we made from black and white. And then here are the enhanced grays, as I like to call them. So I will show you another trick that I have to make gorgeous grays. With this mixture, it's with Paynes Gray. So I have Paynes Gray here and raw umber. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to mix these two together and get a very, very gorgeous dark, almost black color. And we'll add white. To show you the grays that you can get. Now you're going to wonder why I'm using Paynes Gray, because it looks very like there's black in it, and there is actually, because Paynes Gray, you can make Paynes Gray by mixing ultramarine blue and black. So that's how that color is made. So the Paynes Gray, when you light it, add white to it to lighten it up, it will give you a very, like a gray. Let's say more neutral gray. And you can adjust the shades just by adding white or adding more of one color, as I did in the initial one. Let's do that again, and I'll add more raw umber to this mix. So it'll be more of a brownish dark. But again, still very, very close to black. Please let me know in the comments if you're going to try this, or if you have any tips of your own that you want to share. I'd love to hear. So I'm just going to add white to this mixture and actually make it a little more darker. But you can see that this is a more brown version of the gray. That's just so rich. That is beautiful. I'm loving these. I hope I've inspired you to try mixing grays this way. If you don't already have a sketchbook dedicated to mixing colors, why not get one and give it a try? And if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for hanging out with me.